James Packer's Crown Casino project aims to provide an iconic addition to Sydney's harbour. In the public domain, it gives a luxury experience for accommodation, dining, retail shopping, VIP gaming, conferencing, bars or lounges, and pool or spa ventures. It is the first 6-star luxury resort in New South Wales. The facility comprises of 80 high-end apartments and 350 luxury hotel rooms and suites. There are 8 luxury dining restaurants within the Crown, including Nobu, Epicurean and Amare, and world-famous bar locations like Crick and TWR. There are also luxury retail stores within the facility, including Rolex and Pas Palais. This world-renowned iconic design was produced and developed by Wilkinson Eyre in conjunction with Lendlease and the Barangaroo Development Authority. Through this collaboration, this Australian landmark has further enhanced the beauty of Sydney's skyline and proposes another internationally recognisable icon for the city. During the project's 4-year build time, the operation has employed over 3,000 construction workers and over 30 subcontractors. The employees of the project have contributed to one of the most significant achievements, the construction of a sustainable precinct, which contributes positively to the contemporary environment at Barangaroo with its zero emissions building.
Hey guys, I'm Evangelist Nuna and I'm the Project Director for the construction of James Packer's Crown Casino.
As Project Director, I was responsible for the Project Manager and Project team, providing them guidance and leadership in order to achieve the successful result proposed for the construction of James Packer's Crown Casino. As such, any major issues or complexities faced by the project team, which were proving to be a difficult obstacle for them to cross, would be brought to my attention, and with my learned expertise in the industry, I would contribute to the resolution of the problem by providing an alternative route or approach to the issue at hand. Additionally, I would consistently check in with the project managers in charge to ensure the project deadlines were being met and specific milestones for the construction process were being progressively completed, whilst liaising with key stakeholders involved in the casino's development.
Hi, my name is Yana Vukicevic and I'm the contract administrator who covered the construction of the Crown Casino in Barangaroo.
My main role in the project was to work together with all stakeholders of the project, such as the developer, Crown Resorts, the designer, Wilkinson Eyre, and all other contractors. I had to audit proposals, develop contracts that fit the scope of each proposal, and ensure that these contracts were all reviewed, renewed, understood, and followed by all workers and contractors. If any disagreements arose between both parties of a contract, such as when Crown and their development partner Lendlease claimed that there were multiple breaches of contracts with the state government, I was the first point of contact in trying to resolve this issue. I also had to work alongside senior managers on site to closely track the progress of the project by developing and reviewing cost reports, as well as reviewing and updating schedules and budgets.
Hi, my name is Jack Pascoe and I'm the WH&S coordinator for Barangaroo James Packer Crown Casino.
My main role in this project was to ensure all construction processes were undertaken in accordance with Safe Work New South Wales safety regulations, including the WH&S Act of 2011 and the State Environmental Planning Policy of 2007. I was responsible for the development and engagement of a consistent and positive WH&S culture across the operation, as I conducted risk assessments, followed the hierarchy of control, and ensured adequate signage was provided. I wanted the workers on my site to go home to their families alive and in one piece, so I ensured all possible measures were taken to have this happen.
Hi, my name is John Gideon. I'm the site manager of James Packer's Crown Casino, located in Barangaroo.
As site manager, my main role is directing on-site activities that are performed on a day-to-day basis, controlling supplies, managing schedules, overseeing safety and updating documentation. Also, during the construction of the Crown Casino at Barangaroo, as site manager, my responsibility was to ensure that all subcontractors are meeting the correct requirements and meeting site deadlines. Some problems that occurred as site manager on the Crown Casino in Barangaroo are keeping up to the compliance regulations, for example, the industry standards, managing documentation, lack of skilled workforce and communication problems. Communication was a major problem during the construction of the Crown, as it was built during a pandemic where we had to resort to online softwares for meetings, for example, Microsoft Teams or Zoom calls. More so, as site manager, there are many operational risks that need to be endured during construction. During the construction of the Barangaroo site, the main operational risk was safety precautions, because if safety is not practiced during construction, it can lead to death and fatality on site. During the construction of the Barangaroo site, there are multiple safety concerns that were addressed on a day-to-day basis to eliminate injuries occurring. During the construction of James Packer's Crown Casino as site manager, I was delivering messages and working with the project manager to ensure all needs and requirements were met to ensure the project ran smoothly.
Hey, my name's Rihan Khan, and I'm the financial officer of the Crown Casino and Barangaroo project.
It is my role and responsibility to act as the company's representative in any financial matters. It is my duty to follow up on any issues in banking, payments and reconciliation, weekly payroll of all employees, managing accounts payable and receivable, invoices, and debt collection. These tasks are completed to ensure a healthy cash flow for the project, which will help smoothen the process of construction. Some of the successes in my area of responsibility was the ability for the project to run under the tendered cost through tight budgeting within the company, while some of the challenges that arose as a financial officer occurred when needing to be able to balance where money is needed to go or when there is a hold-up in the payment schedule from the client.
Hi, my name is Phil Fung and I'm the site engineer for the Barangaroo project at James Packer's Crown Casino.
James Packer's Crown Casino Barangaroo project was a large-scale project to form one of Sydney Harbour's iconic landmarks. As the project is a large-scale project, many risks appear within the project. Especially being located around Sydney CBD, these risks must be solved or avoided in order to complete the project, as risks that are presented within the project would affect a large number of people. The casino is 146,500 metres squared in floor area and 271.3 metres in height, making it Sydney's tallest building. Its construction began in October 2016 and finished December 2020. Though this time many issues were presented globally, including the pandemic, COVID-19, which would have created more issues with government laws and health and safety regulations. Also, being the tallest building in Sydney, issues would arise from public eye, such as environmental sustainability, fencing and accessibility of the local area around the project.
I am Samuel Hanna and I have the role of being foreman at the Barangaroo project at James Packer's famous Crown Casino. I had the role of directing the work of the construction team, scheduling tasks for the crew, as well as making plans and obtaining new jobs for the project. Essentially, my role as the foreman included keeping superiors up to date, project progress, looking after construction workers, and pretty much communicating between workers and supervisors to ensure a smooth project. Major skills that allowed me to remain strong with the construction period were work ethic. The majority of the work that was completed was full-time and had little to no breaks. Attention to detail was also very valuable. This was as organisation and efficiency had a major role in the project. During the construction, many problems occurred that had to be dealt with accordingly. Managing documentation was a major issue that occurred. As published by many news companies, issues grew with the casino being open in the Crown Towers due to money laundering that had already occurred in Melbourne. This created a lot of discrepancies during the construction of the specific levels of the casino. Whether we continue was a question we all had to ask. Alongside documentation issues, with cash flow began to rise. As communication began to slow down, also due to COVID-19, it was difficult to communicate with the right people to receive money and send money to the right people. Overcoming these issues, however, led to greater successes. As the foreman, 100% accountability was taken by myself. This was to ensure that no blame or excuses were made and all information came back to me. Such a decision was able to allow free flowing of the project. Additionally, the continuous planning of the construction days in detail clearly aligned what was to be completed to ensure everything went to plan. This allowed the construction team to fast track the project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Ibrahim. I'm the project manager for James Packer's Crown Casino, located here in Barangaroo, Sydney.
Being a project manager can be very difficult and stressful as it has a high demand and a lot of responsibilities. I'm responsible for planning, organising and directing the completion of specific projects for an organisation while ensuring these projects are on time, on budget and within the scope.